Hi guys. Hi guys, Rubber Band here, and I'm back to do just like a watch of this live of her. This is the video that she did. This is the budget beauty haul bees. We are going to see if it's actually a budget beauty haul. I tried recording this once, and then halfway through, not halfway through, about 10 minutes into my recording, I realized that I was muted and you guys couldn't hear me. So I'm just gonna quickly go through this again. So we're gonna skip through the intros because how do I get this going? Because intros here, we're just gonna skip through this because she's just saying hi to all the BBs. The first item she got was a beauty blender. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm keeping a tally of how many products she's getting. So that's that. This is about to the point where I wasn't recording, I think. So let's keep going. One moment, my cat is chewing on my cords. I'm currently fostering to adopt an 11-week-old kitten, and he's decided that my laptop cord is a toy, and it's not a toy. So there we go. Oh, babe, I'm gonna save this bubble wrap for you because you're 29 years old, but you have the mental development of a child, which nothing wrong with that, but he's a 29-year-old man who she infantilizes a lot, and he infantilizes her a lot. It's a very weird, unhealthy dynamic. It's not like daddy baby girl or daddy baby son or mommy baby son. It's baby on baby, and ugh. I watched this part already in my last recording. Watch how she does this. Look at how she tries to find the item she dropped. She's pushing her breasts down, but she can't see over her stomach. Panically looking at the camera because you guys have to see me attempt to bend down after I went on this whole rant about how I want you guys to go out and touch grass because you bully me. She doesn't have to be wearing a hijab or a hijab right now. Her head is covered. She's only wearing it because she doesn't want to look like a massive black blob. Okay, so we're on. So she opened a package and something fell on the floor. She's only found one item. There's a chance that there's another item under the desk. It's going to forever be under that desk unless the cat knocks it out or Sala gets it for her. So I'm not going to be able to add that to the product list until the end if she confirms that something did or didn't fall under the desk. No, please don't tell me she put him in a dresser drawer. Ma'am, you do know that certain wood finishes are highly toxic to animals, especially if it chips and they eat it? Why? And it's full of fucking stuff. Why did you put him in there? There's literally things in there that he could chew on. There are things in there that he could eat. There's like that's I know hamsters have cheek pouches, but how he could choke on those things. But she doesn't fucking care. I bet you when she put him in there, he probably proceeded to piss and shit all over that. And she's going to proceed to put that on because I think that's a hijab. She's going to proceed to put that on her head. She's going to proceed to use the products. She's going to touch the products he probably pissed and shit on, and she's going to rub that all over her face. She's like, I'm beautiful, Sala. Hi, Pan Pan. One of my cats just ran past me. He jumped from the top drawer to the bottom drawer, and it's so funny, even though he could have literally broken a leg or a toe. And typically, with hamsters, if a leg gets broken or a toe gets broken, that's seriously bad. Like, they can die from that. And it's so funny, you guys. I'm too stupid to get a small carrying cage or case to put him in while I clean his cage. No, I have to stick him in drawers because I can't afford to get him something that he needs to survive. And let's not get started on the cage she has for him. Hamsters should not be in wired cages at all. They're bad for them. You should only put a hamster in a wired cage for something incredibly temporary, like cleaning out their main cage. This is just a whole bunch of no, and she just thinks it's so funny. Yes, he is copying you because he's making fun of you. Because who else does he um, copy and make fun of and uses their mannerisms? Amber. Why? Because everybody else, including him, are in on the joke, but you guys don't seem to be on into the joke. I can't talk. Like, she's too stupid to realize that he's making fun of her. Well, Amber's fully aware that he's making fun of her, and she rages about it randomly. I can't talk today. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I tried recording this once before, and ugh. All in one face cream. Look healthy in seconds. Ma'am, you're gonna have to smother that all over your body because you're looking like a bowl of cottage cheese with some cinnamon in it. Okay. Skin adapting, sheer blurring effect. All of those words. It's something that a lot of brand companies use, especially knockoff brand companies use, to pretty much say that this is for white people. It's sheer, it's skin adapting, it's blurring. That won't. Everybody's skin is different, so it won't work on all skin types. A woman with a darker complexion, a dark skinned woman, would never be able to use that product because it wouldn't work on their skin. You would be able to see the product on their skin. Typically, something that is sheer and blurring, when you put it on a deeper skin tone, it looks gray almost. It can look not sooty. It can look a little like ash. So this isn't a product that everybody would be able to use. So in the last video that I did, she talked about how she got this whole haul for $50. Now she's saying all these products are under $50. Which is it? So are you lying about how much money you spent on these products, or you meant to say I spent more than $50, but everything I bought was under $50. Like, what? Ma'am, I could literally go to a CVS, I can go to a Walgreens, I can go to Sephora, I can go to Ulta, I can go to Target, I can go to Walmart. I can get a products. I can get a whole face of products and skincare for under $50, no problem. So what are you talking about here? Also, she's wearing makeup after talking about how she was going to show everybody how to do a full face of glam with makeup under $50. Also, her eye makeup got a little heavier, so Sala is there. I can't tell you, I'm famous. One time somebody recorded me waddling down the street in the snow, and now they're just stalking me. They're so obsessed with me. Ma'am, everybody knows where you live because you put your own shit out there on the internet. That was on you. Nobody's stalking you. FFG don't want anything to do with you. You're just the way that she makes money. You're just a paycheck to everybody in this world. Nobody actually cares about where the fuck you are as long as you post. Also, Wyatt, look at this. She's going bald right here. In the last video, I didn't notice this, but look, she's going bald here. Either she's wearing whatever this is rubbing and pulling her hair out, or her hair, like, the lack of hormones in her body is, like, taking a massive toll on her. She doesn't like it. She just smelled it. She doesn't like it. Okay, changing the item count. That's two items that she got for under $50 or $50 in total. So in my last recording, before I realized that I was muted, I said that her fingers were starting to blacken and look like Amber's fingers, and now she's saying that it's eyeliner. But if you look at the tips of her fingers on both hands, she's starting to get like that darker tint that Amber has, and that's probably because she has unchecked diabetes. Did she say Blue Jay or BJ? Is it Blue Jay or BJ? It's it's VIBs. Who knows? She looks like a bowl of cottage cheese with cinnamon in it. Mini tangent. Mini tangent because it just popped into my brain. When she bent over to pick that item up and supposedly there's maybe another one under the desk. Remember in her last live when she was raging and she said everybody needed to go outside and touch grass? I'm going to need this bitch to do head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I'm going to physically need her to stand up straight, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Without leaning on something for support. Because she's screeching about how we don't touch grass when she can't even see her own feet. Just saying. Okay, Wet n Wild Matte Foundation. I'm going to Google how much this costs. Let's see. Wet and Wild Matte Foundation. Okay, so that foundation, I'm looking at stuff right now. Amazon has it for $3. And then at retail stores, it's about $5.40 a piece. So I can't check the other things, but I can check this one. So that is three items. Actually, let me check that. Let's see that essence primer. Let's just get a so I looked up essence primer and I'm only getting Wet n Wild products. But none of these are the one that she specifically showed us. But they're all also generalized price of them is about $4. So, and I'm gonna assume the beauty blenders were at least $3. So let's see, that is three plus. I'm not gonna round up. No, 3 plus 5 plus another 4. So right now she's at $12 for three products. $12. And I'm not counting in Canadian. I'm in America. I'm doing the USD. I will do the Canadian or the Canadian dollar conversion after the fact. You took out the nose ring because nose rings aren't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she's not supposed to have nose rings as a Muslim woman. I could be wrong because I know Pakistani women will have nose rings, but that's a cultural thing. I don't know if they're allowed to have nose rings in Islam. I know that tattoos are a no-no. I know that in the Jewish culture, You can have nose rings. It's cultural, like there's cultural significance to nose rings in Jewish culture, but I'm not sure about Muslim culture. Um, Somebody, if you know, please tell me. Okay, let's look up this one. So this is an what is this? An Essence what? An Essence powder foundation. Okay, Essence powder foundation. Oh, and I found the one that she has right there. This is 5.99. So let's add that to the total. So plus 5.99. So she's currently at $17.99 American. Wait, what did she just say? I wasn't wearing my headphones. I was getting my cat. I'm looking, and if they were all on sale, I'm going to assume at least like a dollar or two off. So at the end of the grand total, when we have a grand total, I will subtract. And she doesn't pay the tax. She doesn't pay taxes on it because she swears that they don't have taxes in Kuwait. I don't know. I'll subtract like $3 from the total amount at the end. Ma'am, everything that you just showed us at the very beginning are drugstore items. $500 at Sephora. Excuse me? Okay, Blush by Essence. Here we go. I'm sorry, you guys. This is going to take a while. Also, why are you don't need blush. Again, cottage cheese with cinnamon in it. You don't need blush. So, Essence blush. Okay, so the cheapest I'm finding it for is $3.99. That specific blush. Oh, here, no, here we go. Here's the actual cos. Yeah, it's $3.99. So let's add the $3.99 to that. So now she's at $21. Okay. Don't smile like that. We don't want to see your hollow, dead teeth that cause you to only be able to eat soft foods and limp, cheesy dick. I want it to be a little darker so I can do blush contour, ma'am. Cottage cheese with cinnamon in it. And there's no amount of contouring you're going to be able to do to change the shape of your face. That's why you're wearing what you're wearing. Remember the whole I just want a hijab so I can hide my chin rolls? Because you have the skin texture of cottage cheese. You're also probably using a contour that's too dark for your skin color. Okay. Wet and Wild. Oh, I didn't add. Did I add? Yes, I did. No, I didn't add the Beauty Blender. So Wet and Wild brush. Wet and Wild brush. Oh, and here's the exact one she showed us, and that's 329. So plus 329. So she's currently at $25.27. I didn't add on the beauty blenders, so let's just add an additional $3 for the beauty blenders to bring it to 28.27. You're never going to be rich because you're going to scam people, and then the moment you get back to Canada, they were going to come after you for scamming people if you successfully do it. Why is she suddenly out of breath? Like the idea of having money again just like gave her such a dopamine rush that she's out of breath. She just got wet a little bit in her crusty panties. Diabetes. Also, you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on brushes. I like Elf makes brushes that I'm aware of. I've seen many of drag queens using cheaper end brushes. The only time they use expensive blush or brushes and makeup is when they're like getting sponsorships and stuff. So she bought budget makeup from budget stores. But the makeup, does she order them online? I'm assuming she ordered them online. Also, she shouldn't be drinking that Red Bull. Look at her chugging that thing. Ma'am, diabetes. Oh, so she lied. She said that she was going to do a live stream showing us a haul on how to do a face of glam makeup, and now she's not actually going to do a face of glam makeup. And why is that? Because if Sala's actually there, she doesn't want to. I mean, he's seen her without her makeup, but she can't. She doesn't have the energy or power. Could you imagine if she sat down on camera, like walked away to get all of her face cleansers and cleaners to wipe off that makeup, waddled back, and then proceeded to have to lift her heavy arms to wash her face and then put makeup on it? She doesn't want us to see her struggling, and she would struggle. She needs that because her eyebrows are thinning. Essence Eyebrow Designer. Essence Eyebrow Designer. That is 2.99. So she's currently at $31.26 American. Do you hear the way that she's huffing and puffing? She's either she's pissed off because it's not what she wanted, or she's realizing that she doesn't know how to use it, or she's that bending down to get that one item that ran away from her is really, really, really taking its toll on her. Okay, a Rimmel lipstick in that color. Let me see. Do 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 do. Rimmel lipstick. Hello. Okay, here we go. Pricing. It's showing for me, and this might just be me, but this is showing to be a $13 lipstick. Does she show it? Um, Let me try again. Here we go. Found it. This is a $4.97 lipstick. So back to the calculator. 4.97. She's at $39.23. That's all she bought. Beauty blender, primer, two foundations, a blush, a lipstick, an eyebrow tool. Am I forgetting? Oh, did I do the lipstick? Sponge, foundations, blush, brush, eyebrow, lipstick. She bought 8 items. I could be wrong. 8 items for $36.23 American. Let me do that conversion for you guys. 30. What is this? What is it? 36. 36.23. 23 USD in Canadian. In Canadian, that is $47.95 if that's all she purchased. So let's see if there's more. Okay, so that I'm assuming that's the end of it. She spent $47.95 Canadian on eight products because we don't know if one rolled under the desk or not. No, don't need my cord. So and she's what is she flexing about? She didn't get anything. She didn't get any makeup. Like she got a lipstick that is gonna make her lips look like a puckered asshole, like prolapsed. She got herself an eyebrow pen and set that she doesn't know how to use. She got herself a blush that she thinks is going to add color to her cheeks after she smears on foundation that may not be the actual color of her skin because cottage cheese bowl with cinnamon in it. And she didn't get any eye makeup stuff. She didn't get um, like highlighter. She didn't get any makeup. She's just I mean she got stuff that like a casual person could wear casually. But if you're going to be using your own eyeshadow palettes and stuff that you already have, that doesn't count as a full face of using affordable makeup. Especially when again, 8 products and you spent how much did I say she spent again? She spent $47.95 on 8 products. She did not get a deal on those products. So now all Sala has to do is go get you some balloons and proceed to pop them, and you're going to leave him? Sala, we found your way out. She just told you. Get it, man. I don't like balloon popping. It freaks me out. Is it because you relate to the balloons? Bloated and full of hot air? I'm going to fast forward. Turn on subscriber mode because you need a hug box. Are comments on this video? I'll look after. I don't want to look now, but I wonder if comments are turned on this video because they can't handle the heat. Also, are we sure it's actually Babe? Because I have a theory that Missy Moo is still around and still active. That falling out was completely staged and fake because Chantal was getting a lot of heat for being an animal abuser. So Missy Moo just like, I want to do this, I want to do this. And then Missy Moo was like trying to endear herself to FG and other reaction channels. Um, I have a strong feeling that the last thing Missy Moo did where she like faked wearing a hijab and she was being kind of racist. I have a very strong feeling that she did that to draw attention from Chantal or attempt to draw attention from Chantal because there's no way. I'm sorry, you guys. Like there's no way that she's out here turning on her High Queen Grandmaster cult leader. That's all she got. Again, she just flexed that she bought 8 items for $47.95 Canadian. Ma'am, really? I'm not even gonna subtract the $3 that I said I was gonna subtract because uh, how am I a gay man? Surprise! How do I, as a gay man, know that she didn't get a deal on that makeup she swears she got a deal on? Should I go to Walmart and buy the same products that she bought and see how much that I would buy them for at Walmart and do a haul on that makeup just to show her that I could get it cheaper using like coupon codes and price matching and stuff? Because I bet you she didn't even do that. And she's like, "Oh my god, I spent under $50 on all of these items, ma'am. I bet you I can get more items than you did for under $50." Because you get to go back to Canada and get high and drunk. Because you're going to go back to Canada and get high and drunk and possibly get some cokey dick. Okay, now she's saying if God permits or if God wills it. So she's excited about something that may or may not even happen. I'm gonna fast forward because that I don't want to see that moon-faced curved chin of hers. I just got my cat just ran across from me and scared the crap out of me. Let's fast forward a bit. Oh, here we go. Let's unpack this for a second. The Middle East are very big on personal hygiene, which, yes, in Islam and in Jewish culture, there are very strict laws when it comes to bathing, preparing foods, personal hygiene stuff. It's to avoid illness and harm. Um, so she's correct about that. However, those practices exist globally. And let's remember that she is a white woman from Canada who used a back scratcher to scratch her crusty pussy and then proceeded to eat mac and cheese with it. She doesn't understand personal hygiene at all. And then the when I travel, I'm going to miss my bidet. Ma'am, I have a bidet in my bathroom. You can buy bidet attachments for your toilets from Amazon as cheap as $30. This also, I just got the most terrifying thought ever that she doesn't wipe. Anybody who has a bidet or has used a bidet is aware of or knows that after you're done using the bidet, you should at least wipe once to get the excess water off because you're still going to have some shit particles on your ass. But also, if you leave your cheeks wet, you will develop a rash. So now I have the terrible thought that she's got a buildup of dry, rashy skin around her asshole because she can't properly reach the wipe, and that's why she's happy about having a bidet. Ugh. That eye. I douche myself, ma'am. Ugh. Also, the whole. She's not Muslim, she's not from the Middle East, and we all proceeded to watch her put on four different scents on her body. Four different scents. Scents that do not go together at all. Why? And she, well, I know why. She flat out said it's because I sweat, ma'am. Nobody's going to be smelling you until you take your abaya off. Your husband literally picked the cheapest, thickest fucking fabric to make your abayas out of. Because he somehow has tricked you into thinking that wearing breathable, brightly colored clothing is haram. Ma'am. You're very allergic to dieting. Then why do you spend so much money on Lush products that make you look like a bowl of cottage cheese with cinnamon in it? She always spends so much money on these Lush products and then bitches about these Lush products. I wonder why. I'm gonna fast forward. Okay, but my question is, how do you reach your body to put on your body creams? Does Sala rub it into your back? Does he get it into your legs and your feet? Because head, shoulders, knees, and toes, something you can't do. You don't need to be putting skin oil on your skin. I mean, you can. I should correct myself. If you have the skin type and skin texture that requires skin oil, put on skin oil. Chantal does these things because she's vain and she thinks it's helping and it's not actually benefiting her body whatsoever. Chantal, you know how you just looked at this oil and it listed its ingredients? Do that for your Beezer spray. Dumb bitch. I didn't know that it was. I didn't know I had to have ingredients listed on my products. Proceeds to look at products that have listed ingredients. She is fucking stupid. Oh, Sala, you're in the chat, but you're probably getting text messages or DMs from women who are sending you naked pictures, and you're probably sending them pictures of your limp, crusty, sweaty dick. Floral and feminine aren't words that I would ever use to describe you. Linebacker and gorilla shit, though, I would. This wasn't made for Beezers, but honestly, quick pause. Ma'am, that's for furniture and prayer rugs. We know that you are part of your one with your couch, but you are not furniture. That should not be sprayed on skin, especially when you don't know what's inside of it. Just saying. Fast forwarding, I don't care about her love story. Something she doesn't need because she doesn't have hair. Next. I'm just going to fast forward her because it's just all of the sprays and perfumes that she's already shown us that she sprays on herself and she just layers these scents, not understanding that you stink. Stinking doesn't mean necessarily body odor, it could literally mean over perfumed. Again, I have an Arab parent. I am fully aware of how perfumes and colognes and stuff are used in those cultures. I'm aware that people will overboard it on it because they don't want to have any form of bodily smell at all. That doesn't mean that they don't stink though. It's very unpleasant. It's very unpleasant. You are very unpleasant. I'm fast forwarding or I'm speeding it up because I'm already at 39 minutes of my recording and we're only 24 minutes in. I'm pretty sure that Sala is genuinely in the chat because her entire demeanor has completely shifted and she's going into that manic I'm cute. I'm pretty sure he's actually genuinely in the chat. Is she eating hamster treats? And why do those hamster treats have all of that food dye in them? You can literally just get some dried papaya for them, no problem, without all of those additives. She's eating hamster treats. She's so fat and such a glutton. She's eating hamster treats. Also, if you hear my dog Molly barking in the background, she's perfectly fine. She's currently on medication, and I have to separate her from the other dogs after she takes her medication. So she has to be in there for another like 20 minutes or so, and then she'll be fine. And then my roommate will let her out to go to the bathroom. Oh my god! Hamster snacks are so good, you guys! Oh my, I hate it here. She's eating fucking hamster snacks. Can we just end the stream here? Can we just stop now? Can we just end the recording and post this because she's so fat. She's happily eating hamster snacks. Oh my god, she's so look at that sweat on her face. This is sweat. This is sweat. She is sweating while she's gleefully eating hamster snacks while her husband watches her. Sala, she's a pig. She's a fucking pig. I mean, you're a pig too, but come on. And you really think your family's going to approve of this for marriage? Yes, food dyes are very toxic, and you're feeding that to your hamster. Good job. That's not caffeine. That is not caffeine. You drank that caffeine at the beginning of the, like, 27 minutes ago, if that. That's not the caffeine. She has to use two hands to drink out of her water bottle because her arms are so fucking heavy that she can't support it with one. Pointing that out. No shame whatsoever. None. I'm not going to eat Julia's meat mixture. Just wait. The moment that he stops bringing her food and she blows all of her money on takeout and she's going to put herself in the debt more. I don't know if she has any credit cards or not, but she's going to put herself in debt more on food. And then when she can't, she's going to 100% eat that. That cat's going to starve to death. That hamster's going to starve to death. Mark my words. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if anybody says that's being mean. She literally just ate hamster food. She'll eat cat food. That's a lie. That's a lie. I bet you if I said I'll give you $500 to eat a can of your cat's food, you would fucking do it. Why? Because it's $500 and that's $500 that you don't have to give to the Canadian government. Look at the sweat just from laughing and lifting the water bottle. And sugar, something that your hamster shouldn't be having. Your makeup's not irritating your eyes. You're sweating like a pig because you're a pig and you just cackled so much over eating hamster food and then struggling to hold a water bottle to drink out of it. Would anybody hate if I skipped even further? She'll eat it. She'll eat it. Look at her. She's going to pretend to be disgusted by it. Watch. She's not disgusted by it at all because she's comparing it to foods that she does like. Ma'am, she's desperate for attention. She's desperate for the views. They just went into subscriber only mode, and she's doing this because she knows that the people watching who aren't subscribers are either going to subscribe to talk shit or she's going to end up on the internet. She's doing it for the attention. She's desperate. She's a 5-year-old child. Also, the mustache looks good on her. I recommend you growing a mustache. It's better facial hair than what your husband has. You know, the one that you were Islamophobic towards. Look, she doesn't have to wear the hijab. She doesn't have to wear it, but she is. Why? Now she just blends in with the chair. Obese ninja pig. Yeah, yeah. There, I wrote you a song. Take it and make it into a full release Chantal. You're welcome. She bought lipstick that makes her look like a prolapsed asshole. Something she wishes she had right now. Why did she put on one lipstick to put on a darker lipstick to further make herself look like a prolapsed asshole? She's desperate for attention. Now she's gone. When is she coming back? Oh, yes, that gives me so much skip time. 5 minutes. Okay. She is so unhappy that she had to go get that shisha. If Saul is there, why didn't he get it for you? Is that a power bar or is that a heated blanket? I think that's a power bar, and that power bar shouldn't be on the chair like that. On fabric. I'm just saying. Sorry, I was checking if that quality dip was me or her. It was her. Also, here we go. She's about to smoke like 5 packs of cigarettes in one go. Something she should. Wait. I clearly remember when she was first there and going there before like this 4 months, like the last time she went. She was so hardcore about how Muslim women don't smoke shisha. It's not socially acceptable for them to smoke shisha, and all she does is smoke shisha. And I can't say that word right. I apologize. And eat. That's all she's been doing. Skipping ahead. Doesn't like the Red Bull. Proceeds to drink more Red Bull. Now she's pissed because she has no neck. Because why? It's within her shoulder fat and her chin fat. Wasn't she supposed to ignore all the hatred in the comments towards her because good Muslims learn to ignore it, and she's been ignoring it so fucking well? Weight Watchers isn't kaput. I still have the app. The app. The app is what determines if I'm still on it or not. Ma'am, remember how you spent over $500 on that diet food a week and you binge ate all of it in one sitting? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I can track it whenever I want because I have the app. You guys, stop bullying. No, you're not tracking shit. You literally just did a mukbang where you ate all of your points in one sitting, not even with the bechamel, but with the dolma. She's too stupid to understand anything about renting and owning properties because she'll never be able to because she's broke. She hasn't come in 4 months. Just saying. I don't edit this. I'm actually recording this live and I'm not going to edit it because I don't know how to edit it yet. So I'm fast forwarding. So if I'm missing anything, don't worry. Unicorn Pondu will cover the good stuff. I recommend going to his channel if I don't have the good stuff. Oh, we got a position change. We're about to get us a nice Jabba the Hutt shisha session. Your life is a mess. You're 40 years old. You're barren. You have a 29-year-old child husband. You are so far in the debt that you're fleeing the Canadian government. You can only eat soft foods. And your biggest highlight about the Middle East is they have bidets. She heavily relies on that shisha. She did not need to do that many puffs in one go. She's not giving her lungs a chance to fully expel what she's inhaling. Actually, in watching her, I don't even think she's fully inhaling. Okay, here we go. This is what we were looking for, something for her to bitch about. Oh, garlic. The man that you went after on your community post, and then Sala had to pretty much call him a little bitch while hiding behind you, and then proceeded to delete all his comments and then repost comments and delete them again, and then falsely claim that Garlic was reporting the comments and getting them removed, but he was actually hiding behind you because he's a little bitch. You know, your air quote husband who relishes in the idea of women getting beat up and watching or watching women in video games having sex, and he loves like hitting women and hurting women in video games. But when an actual man steps up to him, he hides behind his 400, 500 pound wife. Yeah, in Arab culture, he's a bit of a puss. I'm just saying. Even those gym videos were laughable. He doesn't have the machismo of an Arab man. There's something wrong with him, and if he, like I said, my theory is his wife and child are in Canada, and that's why he wants to go to Canada. But if he's not actually married, he doesn't actually have a child, there's something wrong with this man, that he's 29 and nobody wants to marry him. Especially since in Arab culture, he should have already had an arranged marriage with a relative. Nobody come at me for that. It's something that happens still. My family has done it. Don't come at me. And it's funny because he's making more money than you. You go, Garlic. You go. You go, Glen Coco. You've been talking about nothing for an hour and 41 minutes so far. Yeah, let him make a buck. Because you know what? He's not indebted to the Canadian government like you are, bitch. She is so pleased with herself. She's so pleased. Are you mad that he has a healthy, well, not a healthy relationship, but are you mad that he actually has a relationship with his mother? Because I bet you his mother didn't chase some dick around, have a kid hoping to entrap that dick, and then it failed, and then dumped that child onto her grandmother, who then dropped her into the system because she was a brat and obese. No, poor Chantal. Poor baby. Can we just stop this here? The only person that I'm aware of that makes 800, like, can be anywhere close to like that $800 or that 800 video joke is Breezy, because that woman is manic and fake, and she knows how to stretch 5 minutes of a Chantal video into like a multi-part series, and it's ridiculous. Also, the bitch never apologized to Unicorn Pondu for claiming that or that he was Chantal and directing people at him. Never apologized for that. I see you, bitch. Freedom of speech protects you from persecution from the federal government. It doesn't protect you from consequences and responsibility and backlash from your peers. You're also not American, so you can't use that as an excuse. Ma'am, you would never fit on a magic carpet, and you'll never be Princess Jasmine. I agree, you're absolutely disgusting. We don't direct hate at her and we don't attack her. We cover what she does and we react to it. Nobody's clutching their pearls when she makes a fool out of herself raging on the internet. We laugh at her because she tells on herself. The more she rages about a certain topic, the more we know she's lying about that certain topic. I used to work in loss prevention in my late teens, early 20s. I was a loss prevention manager at a hardware store. You go through a lot of training to do that job. Not only like law enforcement training, but you go through training when it comes to telling when people are lying and not. And the number one rule when it comes to loss prevention and like handling returns and theft is the more people elaborate on stories, the more they're not true. The more they get louder and angry about accusations of lying, stealing, cheating, the more it's true. Chantal tells on herself constantly. Constantly, especially when she's changed her story 3 times about how she's in Kuwait. Ma'am, you don't say really bad things. You make a fool out of yourself on the internet. You've disrespected an entire culture of people. You've insulted an entire religion. You've gone fully anti-Semitic against somebody who I'm not even going to get into that one because that's a whole other can of worms there. You've been very racist. You've attacked somebody's child through a sock account in their comments. You are a trash human and you're over here clutching your pearls acting like you're innocent. Fuck off. Ma'am, you should probably eat some halibut. You should probably have some like healthy omega 3s in your body because you're like 400, 500 pounds and you look like a bowl of cottage cheese with cinnamon in it. I'm ending this here. It's just her now that she's not doing anything and smoking her shisha, it's just people egging her on and her just singing random songs. I can't do it. I'm done. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Remember that if I didn't cover other things in my video, feel free to go over to Unicorn Pondu. He'll cover it because he knows how to edit and I don't. Maybe I'll have to force him to edit my videos. Who knows? Um, so have a good day, and I will be back. I have a few other videos I want to do. I'm going to do an Amber reaction, and I have a reaction to a certain VIB who made a video going after Yaba, and I have a lot of thoughts on that. And since, unlike other reaction channels, I don't give a fuck about burning bridges that I don't have with these people, so I will be covering that too. So have a wonderful day and be safe, stay hydrated, and remember that we're all doing better than Chantal.